Hey guys, I don't know who needs to hear this, but my intention with this video is that I will exactly reach that person who feels low, drained, lost, anxious, tense. If this is you, this message was meant to find you, because what if I tell you that you picked up on someone else's energy? It happened to me as well. And I guided myself back to my owner energy again. And while doing that, I felt like, oh my gosh, I have to record a video because so many people are struggling with this. And years ago, I was not aware of that I was doing it. And I was, for a really long time, I was fighting other people's energies that were not mine to fight. So I'm going to share in this video everything that helped me to stay centered in my own energy during a conversation, after a conversation. And let's say you picked up on an energy and you thought it was not yours and it's staying, it means there is something in it for you as well. And I'm also going to share about that. So stick with me until the end. If you're sensitive like me, you have exactly the tools you need to keep your energy to yourself and to keep the other person's energy where it needs to stay. Okay? So with that being said, let's start. It's all going to be okay, my friend. So what most of the time happens during a conversation, especially if you're sensitive and you can immediately feel that feeling the other person is experiencing during that conversation or while sharing something that is going on in their life. And if you're not aware, you can absorb that in just a second. But what is so important during being aware of what that other person is sharing and experiencing is while you're listening to that person and you're feeling some kind of energy, some sadness, some tension, you can, during that conversation, intentionally say, this feeling is not mine and it stays exactly where it belongs. Go back to where you came from. That is something you can do intentionally, okay? That's how you guide that energy back to that other person. Why is that important? Because sometimes sensitive people tend to help easily. That's how I am. I want to help other people. I will transmute that into light and love. But what I notice along the way is that you will take away that person's power, because what if in that energy was a lesson, a game changer for that person, and without even knowing, you took that away from that person. When I am in a conversation with anyone, I know that you can handle that yourself, and why would I put myself above anyone else with I can do this for you? Because I want to see that person also in their power, and they can also handle this energy, go through it, take their lessons, their gold they need to see in that energy. So let's say during that conversation, we say it intentionally, right? Where we're like, this is mine energy and the other person's energy just goes back to that person. But let's say after that conversation and you still feel that way, there is a chance that you picked up that energy. And what I always say, I feel the feeling. I feel exactly where it is in my body. And every morning, every evening, but also after going to the shopping mall, after talking to that person, if I still feel that feeling of low vibration, I call that feeling. I say, if this sadness does not belong to me, I'm asking you now to leave my energy field. And I also ask all the energy I lost during that conversation, I'm calling it back to me now. And that is really how I call my energy back. And I also do this every morning, every evening, because I really believe that that happens during the day. Whether you're having a conversation with someone or whatever you're doing, everything is an energy exchange. And it is really important to stay aware that we sometimes can give away energy, and it's good to share good energy, but it's not okay to give your energy away, especially if you are a giver. If you really want to help people, it's really important to keep your energy to yourself and still share from that energy. And there is a difference in that. Okay, so that is one thing you can do after. And let's say that feeling still is there and it's not leaving you. It means there is a message for you in it. And this is really important because most of the time we try to push these feelings away because, it's easier to feel okay. It's easier to feel happy. And But what will happen is the more you push feelings away, the more it will come back, whether it's when someone triggers you or just in a sudden moment where you're like, I don't know where this is coming from. I believe that these are feelings we just pushed away. So if you're feeling that feeling, and after doing everything I just said, the practices I shared, and it's still here, it means that there is something in it for you. And that is simply how you can ask like that energy, like, this is what I'm feeling. What is it that you're trying to teach me? This is what I'm experiencing. What is it that you want to tell me? And what I always do, or I meditate on that, or I journal on that, or I just go for a walk with that feeling, and I'm really present instead of pushing it away or giving it another story, because that is what we tend to do easily. This is what I'm feeling, and I'm sure it's because of this. It is more important to feel the feeling, stay present with it, and allow it to leave our energy field. I really believe, and if you still here and this video resonates, we all have that energy field around us. Everything is energy, right? So if that feeling is still here with you, it is trying to teach you something. So instead of pushing it away, be really present with it, but don't give it another story. I think that will cause us more suffering. Just be really present with the feeling that we're experiencing. Every time it teaches me something, there is a lesson for me in it. And I use that feeling of not feeling okay as fuel, as gold in my life to transform and transmute it into empowering energy. Because I believe that life will throw lessons. It is sometimes really hard to face, right? But if I choose to be the victim, everything will feel really hard and I will just be the victim of my life. But if I empower myself to see whatever is happening, whether it's the feeling I experience, whether it's the trigger that happened during that conversation or whatever it is, and I use it as my fuel, my gold, as a lesson to grow and evolve as a soul, then you're coming from a total different energy than being the victim of your life. This really helped me to stay in my energy, especially as a sensitive person. As long as we set the intention to be guided by something higher, and whether it's therapy, coaching, I did all of that and I love all of that. They helped me because I set the intention to find my way back to me. And after saying that intention, like therapy came, coaching came, whatever it is, because I set the intention to guide me back to me. Okay, so wrapping everything up. After having a conversation with that person or going to an event, walking in a supermarket, whatever it is, and you feel different after, first thing you do is the practice I just shared. Keeping the energy there, keeping your energy with you. Call the energy, sit with the feeling, feel it, and then ask it to leave you. And call your own energy back. And let's say that doesn't help either, then you know that there is gold in it for you. And if you are willing to perceive it from that empowering energy, life will help you to grow and evolve. Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear this. I'm sharing everything based on my own experience. Take whatever resonates, leave what doesn't. I hope my message resonates. Let me know in the comments if it does. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.